Happy New Week to everybody. Welcome aboard to another edition of the People's Program. It is Straight Talk live on Echo FM 100.7. How on a day? Well, let's get started this week again. I wish everybody a blessed week
Yes.
as we go. Okay, today is the Monday edition, and as usual, we go round and round and round and round almost everything that happened during the weekend. So many things are happening. Well, first off, we have APC primaries all over the country, and they're coming with big surprises. Oh, God. Done. Somebody lose primaries.
God have mercy.
Somebody go primary, get only 14 votes. Hey,
They will come
voila.
for you soon.
I say somebody, I call anybody name. Not for you. Okay, don't mind me. But I get another somebody who will be city boy coordinator. You still get 14 votes.
But it's not surprising, is it?
I don't
At
know.
least the person should be grateful that it's
I don't
14.
know. With the whole city boy. Now, wow. All right. At the end of the day, it's the politics, and it's a very interesting scenario. The primaries are coming. So many people are losing their seats. Incumbents are losing their seats. And of course, with the new Electoral Act, they can't even go to another party. So they have lost that. They are gone and gone for good. So many people are also retaining their seats to go and contest. In Rivers State, where the political drama keeps going, most of the loyalists of the FCT minister have been cleared to contest. Those House of Assembly members that wanted to impeach Governor Fubara, who were still in the PDP, their godfather say, oh yeah, all of you, into APC. They all got in there, and APC is giving them ticket. Just yesterday, they came in as against the people that were in APC all along. So it's kind of really, really interesting what's happening in Rivers State here.
Yeah.
Back home here in Imo State, well, the most famous statement in Imo State right now is what? And they use last card name politics. That is what Governor Hope Uzodinma told all APC aspirants. He pleaded, we want some of you to step down, but if you refuse to step down, we go to the primaries. And he said he's supporting the Charter of Equity. He has also told those people that, hey, if you know your people, where you're coming from, it's in serious support of zoning system, that he is all about zoning, that if they've zoned it to this place and you are from here, step down. If you refuse to step down, well, the system works against you. Ho-ha. That's exactly what Governor Hope is going to be telling them. And everybody seems to be happy with Imo State kind of politics. Then, in Borno State, before the primaries, one APC guy packed 135.6 million to executives of the APC people for Salah celebration. Carry the money in cash. Keep them for table. Man, speak pidgin English. Whether they hear, they carry 1,500, 200, muri, put them for table. Can't get mind. Snap the picture. And now I am asking, where is EFCC? I thought we have a cashless policy. A common man go bank, then go say you cannot get even 100,000 of your own money. But this one now, ask this man, what is his business? How much is his business worth? How much is his salary for the whole year? He's sharing 135.6 million naira to executives to celebrate Salah. We never reach. Salah still there far. He never will reach. Because of APC primary. Is this not vote buying, Korokoro? This one is happening in Borno State. And now, these are the same people who are crying in IDPs, people who are dying, and they don't have anything to eat. Well, that's in Borno State. So all over. In Benue State, almost every loyalist of the SSG, that is the former Governor Akume, who is the secretary to the federal government, have lost out their seat. Governor Ali told them, say, oh, yeah, pack your load and go. Oh, Chineke, politics is getting sweeter in Nigeria. So all over the country, so many things are happening. So everybody just sit down, relax as we take you around the clock on the politics today. Politics 360. But we will be taking a look at something very important that I want everybody to pay attention to. Well, Peter Obi is at it again. This time around, he did an analysis that really caught my attention. He was comparing when a president of the United States travel or other president travel. and when Nigerian president travel. So we're going to break that down. For those of you who are following us on social media, please join us on Facebook because we want to paste that. We'll analyze sentence by sentence. Look at when President Donald Trump left for China. Look at the people he went with. And when our own president traveled, look at the people he went with. And what they came back from China with. And what our president came back from UK with. So that is what we will be taking a look at today on the show. So APC primaries, party primaries, plus this very comparison. And let's see how wasteful Nigerian travel is. How unproductive it is compared to when the American president travels. When even the British president, the last time the King of England went to US, look at what happened. Look at what he took back to US. And since our president went to UK, what they promised till today, we'll never see them. The few one where they say they promised. But are you aware that Donald Trump left US for China with few of his executive, Pete Hegseth, his SSG, and I think about 4 of them. The rest are all business moguls. Elon Musk, what's his name again? What's that Tom? The Apple chief, Facebook chief, all the high-tech people that were there. And guess what? Even the owner of Boeing Airlines, and America got order of 200 Boeing Airlines. 200. You know how much we want Boeing? And America got 200 from one trip. This is productivity at its best. Our president go there, they come promise to go revive Tinkan Island. Where they overcrowded. With what? Loan. So let's take a look at that together, and then we'll take a look at what needs to be done in this country. Open your eyes, everybody, and see the difference between what works and what will never work. Who goes to beg and who goes to go and consolidate. There are people who consolidate on their mandate, and there are people who go there to give effect to their country. That's exactly what we are going to be taking a look at today, plus all the shenanigans going on in the political space. All right, so everybody will ask you to just take a listen, enjoy yourself. This is Straight Talk. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal, and I'm looking at somebody radiating today. No be smart,
Yes, and mine is
Dawn
Ekoma.
And this queen, I've been waiting to call you Adama and the rest. Don't enter your head.
Is it easy?
It's not easy, Sha. Okay, you're blushing now. You're blushing. Kill it. I'm gonna clock it. We're not going to hear what. We're not going to hear what today. Okay, everybody, welcome aboard. It's going to be another exciting program for us here on ACO FM 100.7. But first, we take a look at what the papers are saying in our newspaper review segment. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. All right, people, let's go straight into the newspaper review. We start with our local papers here, starting with the Star Post Express. The Star Post Express, owned by our own chairman of the NUJ here in Imo State. Well done, sir. We read your paper first on today's first day of the week. Okay, let's go, Don.
Okay, suspended Obi. Mberi Development Union's elections holds at last as Chief Emmanuel Akuboeme. Others emerge successful.
The suspender ain't gonna win. I don't understand the story. But then definitely, according to the story, say he was unopposed and then he is winning. Of course, let's take another one, 2027. Solomon Onyejido promises impactful representation for Wangale and Nkwere Isu Njaba Federal Constituency. Well, promises are made. Are they kept? That's the question. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, we are not in support of Kanayo Onyemechi's third-term ambition. Owerri West APC Stakeholders Forum begs Governor Uzodinma to call him to order.
All right. For those of you who are in Owerri West, you tell me. 2027 Ezinite MBC Assembly seat still turn of AZ Center. Well, Ikemba Ezinite Forum insists, urges political parties to respect LG's zoning agreement. All right?
Okay, which one? This one. Okay. Why Ohaji deserves more in Ohaji Egbema local government area.
Everybody done tell us why, and citizen Akreka Okoro condemns invasion of Ezobodo Ihiagwa communities by headsmen. Well, that story is a rather very, very annoying one, but definitely Futo community, Futo students are very, very much affected, and of course the community as well. So we keep our fingers crossed. Security is everybody's business.
Yes.
Just report any suspected movement around you to the appropriate channels. If you cannot get to them, call Echo FM, call any of the radio stations, call any of the printing press. Just make sure you tell somebody of something that is going on wrong around your area. That's just what you need to do. If you see people, especially group of people moving in groups or suspected movement here and there, raise alarm. Otherwise, you may just be the next victim. Dr. Chima Amadi worships at St. Paul's Catholic Parish, Nekede. Doesn't go church again, they enter newspaper. History beckons as Akarachi Amadi emerges APC sole aspirant for Mbaike House of Representatives. Okay. I saved this story for the last because a lot of people keep talking Akarachi this, Akarachi that, Akarachi this. But time don't read. Nobody show face. He returned unopposed. Oh, man. This young man, well, is blazing a lot of trail somehow, somewhere. Well, the last time he did a lot of empowerment to his community, giving out about 100 keke buses, caterpillars, tractors, fumigation, you name it, bikes, and a lot of them. That is good, but we want a lot of effective representation where Imo State in general will benefit. The most important thing is that you can't be in the House of Representatives and not be heard. Now you got to be heard, all right, Akarachi? You are now going back if you are elected for the second term, and that means you are going to be ranking. So do the best you can if Imo people decide to give you their vote again. So Akarachi made Mbaike House of Representatives seat unopposed. Good one for Akarachi. Okay, we move on now to the News Point newspaper. The news point here, we have Peter Paradigm to fell ancient regime. What does that mean? You grab a copy of the news point, get more details there. Lagosians, Ndigbo, and next election. Now, this is a very interesting read. Everybody go grab a copy of the Nigerian news point and get more details on that one. This Lagosians and Ndigbo. Would what happened in 2023 repeat itself, where Ndigbo people were slaughtered, some of them were beaten, some of their businesses looted, and all that. And like I said the last time here, it is now beginning to sound like Ndigbo are trying to steal power away from the Yorubas if Obi wins. And that will now increase the problem between Igbo and Yoruba. The Yorubas have already started accusing the Igbo nation of colluding with the North to steal power from the grasp of the Yoruba people. How does that mean? How does it fare? I mean, I don't understand where this is all coming from. According to all statistics, they say the Igbo man is the only people who are pan-Nigerian. They're everywhere. If you go to every village, you see them. But unfortunately, if you go to villages, how many of those Yoruba people do you see in Igbo man village? How many of those Hausa people do you see in Igbo man's village? But if you go to elsewhere, you see an Igbo man in their village. Is that a good thing for an Igbo man, or is it a bad thing? Does it show that Igbo man love Nigeria more, or does it show the nature of them being adventurous and all that, who are not scared to go to anywhere and overcome? So there are a lot of things to take away from here. Lagosians and Ndigbo, and next election. What an interesting read on the news point. So grab a copy, get more details on that one. All right. I think that leads us to, okay, I think that will be all for the local papers. Let's just go straight to the National Daily. Done. Which one, which way, Nigeria? Let's start with the Punch newspaper.
Okay, primaries. APC representatives fight back after ticket losses.
It has begun.
Yeah,
it has begun. All right. Let's get this story out for people who understand more done.
Okay, the House of Representatives primaries of the ruling All Progressive Congress ahead of the 2027 general elections have ignited one of the most intense internal political crises in recent years, with at least 26 serving lawmakers losing return tickets. Several other aspirants were disqualified, and multiple withdrawals were recorded amid allegations of manipulation, imposition, and consensus engineering. From Rivers, Edo, Imo, Lagos, Kwara, Benue, Ekiti, Plateau to Cross Rivers, the primaries exposed widening fractures within the ruling party as governors, power blocks, and political godfathers wrestled for control of candidates, sidelining several sitting legislators.
And this fallout has already triggered threats of what? Litigation, with aggrieved lawmakers insisting the primaries fell short of democratic standards. It has begun. We have been shouting. Are we expecting any form of implosion in the APC? But right now, do you think the implosion has started? Or just about getting started? Oh, me, Tabo. All right, let's continue on the Punch newspaper with other stories. Okay, supporters shot dead during Lagos APC primary election. Chai. People have started losing their lives. The man where they support no even know you don't even know your name. The highest will go do condolence visits. They give you 100,000 or 1 million as the case may be, and you are forgotten forever. In fact, newspaper no go remember write your name again after today, tomorrow, 1 week, yes. And you're dead. Be careful, everybody be careful with what you do. Why are you shooting? I don't get it. What's the point of shooting? The only reason why people kill people for politics is simple. Because of what they will get if they get in there. The only reason why people support people to the point of killing themselves is because they feel that when the person they support get in there, they are there. And some of them will not even be there. They start behaving more than even the person that is on the seat, thinking that they will get heaven and earth from there. And when you don't give them, whoops, they start going back and forth. All right, let's take this one.
Okay, Oyo school attack. Senate, Yoruba leaders demand action as distress videos emerge.
I listened to that lady on the video, and it's very pathetic. And of course, why are these people focusing on schools? Why? What's the problem with school? They go to church or school. This is just where they keep attacking. They go to church or school in broad daylight, kidnap people, and vanish. And the next thing we hear that those places, the terrain is not very easy for the military or police to intervene. What did they pay me pass if I see police or army for road, stand, they collect money? Now that one, they vex me when you see things like this that happen, where they can be better put to use to protect these vulnerable areas. What is happening inside the township? Everybody, do we have still kidnappers in the township? There are people who are being kidnapped every day in the hinterland, in the villages and every local place that is very easy and prone to attacks. But if the presence of security men there will simply stop it. I recall when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was contesting, he said how to solve Nigerian problem. Recruit 50 million Nigerian youth into the army. And you remember when he was saying all that? Now you're on seat. What happened to the 50 million Nigerian recruitment? So we have enough manpower. What is this? Every day, Nigerians are being kidnapped, being killed, collecting ransom. Somebody pays 20 million ransom, you still kill the man. So what makes you think it's the ransom? So when you give ransom, they still kill the person they abducted. So it was never about the ransom. It was they get money and still perpetrate the evil. And somebody is sharing 135 million to people as Salah gifts in Nigeria. Tufiakwa. EFCC. Una no go catch this man. How you get those kind of cash? Which bank gave him that cash? 135 million in cash on the table. Is this not money laundering? Which law says you can have that amount of cash to display? Politicians can get it. Then I go to the bank to take my own money of 100,000. They don't agree. They'll say that's for the week. If you take 100,000, means you know collect money again. Well, politicians can carry 135 million, put on the table, and be sharing. Unbelievable. Well, only time will tell.
Okay, which one? Okay, 2 senatorial aspirants withdraw from APC primaries in Kebbi. Ex-Abia Speaker withdraws from Senate contest. And bus knocks pedestrian dead in Ogun.
Hong Kong LGBTQ carnival cancelled again after venue withdrawal. But then cancel in perpetuity. Cancel.
Correct, dearie.
Let him be this madness about LGBTQ all the time. I have no apologies for anybody who belongs to that group. In fact, it's supposed to give you 24 stroke. These are all things that are alien to our society.
Yes, really, really.
I was speaking with a friend one time. He said Nigeria, in Africa before, women used to marry women. But you marry the woman and you give it to a man.
A man, thank you.
That was what Africa used to do. Your mother can go and marry and say, this is my wife, but then the man handles the woman, not you. These are very simple things. And then we just wake up one morning with times that have never been had by humanity before. Somebody will just come up with all nonsense and start indoctrinate little children in school that you can change your gender. You can be this, you can choose to be this. And then when you now say, okay, I identify myself as a cat, you can begin to call me a cat. The vex say you are not making a mockery of them.
That's queer.
A queer, right?
Yeah.
And now they be the LGBTQ now. They wouldn't be the Q, they are not be the queer. Okay? Very annoying set of people. I have no apologies. Anybody that gets angry at what I'm saying, no apologies to you. That is completely nonsense. Alien to our African society.
Yeah.
There was one time I was talking about this on radio, and the next thing I hear, Facebook, they cut out my stream. I was doing the Democrats regime, but I know it can't happen now because the Republicans are on seat. You just come up with a crazy, stupid idea and then pass it to the whole world. We don't look at this end time. They say men shall marry men and women shall marry. Nobody Bible talk. Well, it's happening. Everybody should understand that. I better leave those people, Jerry. Let's go back to better news where they here. Anyway, to the Daily Post newspaper we go. Done.
Okay, mixed reactions trail FG's exemption of colleges of education. Agriculture from UTME. Last week, the federal government of Nigeria announced the exemption of admission seekers into colleges of education and agriculture from
JAMB. This Nigeria, a very confused set of people.
Telling you.
So what was the exemption for? Because they are downgrading colleges of education that you don't need JAMB to enter. And Nigerians are not happy about that. And this is where we train teachers. This is where we train the nation builders. People who are supposed to teach engineers and lawyers and doctors and the rest of them. And then you don't put premium on that particular sector of education. How do you think that engineer or the doctor will become a good breed if the teacher teaching does not have nothing to offer?
Wow.
They don't give attention to that particular area. But this is the bedrock of every developed society. Confucius says, if you want to destroy a nation, you do not need atomic bomb. All you need to do is what? Destroy the educational system. And we keep destroying our own. destroying the nation. That is why we have politicians who don't know their left from their right.
Lack of vision.
Who don't have patriotism.
Yeah.
Without patriotism, what will you do? Nothing. You're not patriotic to your people. How on earth are you going to give anything to them? All you want is take, become rich. Anyhow you steal, you can never be rich.
At all.
You can only have money, but you can't be rich. You can't steal money that you cannot even come out and display it. You'll be hiding.
Yeah.
Now people have money and they hide it in somebody's name abroad. Is that money? The money you can't even spend. If you want to withdraw, EFCC will track you, or Interpol will track you, whatever. You just pack money, go keep. Years after, they will come again, return them. They give people. The one who are better thief, what do you know you can do?
Nothing.
Nobody return, they return them. People don't learn. Keep stealing. One day you go die, leave the money, they will begin return and give Nigeria. Another person go thief them. That's how they be. Wow. I don't have to say it in a way that it should be palatable. We just have to hit it so that people will know the evil people do. And it all comes from what? Destroying your educational foundation. If we do not have good institutions that will train people who will become leaders of tomorrow, how on earth? We don't have... First, they took away history. History that should keep reminding us where we're coming from our education system. They just brought it back.
Yeah, they just brought it back.
The white man will tell you what to do. You go and do it. The next minute now. All right, let's move on to another headline here. 1 killed, 5 injured as APC House of Reps primary turns violent in Plateau State. 2027. ADC appoints Leah Limoke to head presidential primaries committee. Talking about presidential and governorship and all that. This is just an update. The governor of Abia State is going to have a lot of problems because, the faction led by Abure said and has handed over governorship ticket to another person. It means Governor Oti is not Labour Party's candidate from the Abure's camp. Nenadi Usman's camp is having Dr. What's his name again? Alex Oti. So if they go into the election, a party cannot have 2 governorship candidates. What do you think will happen? They go to court. And if, as usual, the kind of bracadabra where they happen for some of our court happens, and Oti loses the primary, what happens? I just needed to get that out of there. I just needed to tell you about that. That's how interesting Nigerian politics is beginning to become. The Supreme Court made it very clear that Abure's tenure as the Labour Party chairman is what? Over. But the Supreme Court did not say he should desist from being the chairman. It wasn't clear. INEC has recognized that of Esther Nadi, but the people are still going on and on and on about Abure and the rest of them. They're still in court, going to the Supreme Court. Again, with the Supreme Court overruling, said, why can't the court? The court said, this is your party affair. Go and settle in your party. And they have not settled. So what becomes the issue? So these are the kind of problems. So Abia State people sleep with one eye because you may just end up one day, they rule. They do election, finish. What Abure said that is really confusing is that every vote for Governor Oti is a vote for their own candidate because that is the governorship candidate. Remember what happened in Rivers State for Amechi and what's the other man's name again? Celestine Omehia. Remember Celestine Omehia and Rotimi Amechi in Rivers State? All votes casted for Celestine Omehia was handed over to Amechi. So if this happens, Abia. Hey, wahala de. All right, let's continue. And that's another developing story. We keep an eye on that one. Let's take Vanguard before we open up our phone lines for you. Okay, the Vanguard newspaper. Now we go. All right.
Okay, APC primaries, powerful 50 representatives among losers. Before the first shot of the 2027 elections is fired, no fewer than 50 current members of the 10th House of Representatives will not be in the 11th House.
And none of them in the Senate is leaving. Power sector. Biggest scam in Nigeria. Ajero, NLC president, is speaking. The power sector, the biggest scam. Do you agree with Joe Ajero that the power sector is the biggest scam? Kidnapping. Senate vows to fast-track state police as IGP visits Oyo. All right, let's open up the phone lines for you now to add your voice to the conversation. All right? 0911 20,022.
0707 454 1014.
Phone lines officially open. All right. Let's go. Who's going to be our first caller? Good morning. Happy New Week to you.
Good morning, Chief Barry Cosmos and Don
Good
Ekoma.
morning.
I greet you.
Happy New Week to you.
And the
Happy
same
New
to
Week.
you.
This is Engineer Frank Uju Ebelebe, and this morning I'm calling from Amasa Douglas.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Quickly, let me give advice to voters. Last 2023, some complained that in their polling unit they are being threatened, that they are being bullied. So I want to advise them as a patriotic Nigerian. If you know that truly you want a better Nigeria, that place you are not comfortable voting, kindly go to your nearest local government and transfer your PVC to that that's your polling unit, where you will vote and defend your vote, where your vote will be count. So that is my candid advice. Don't come back and say that you are being threatened in your polling unit. Take your polling unit to that particular order very close to you. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you, Engineer
so much,
Uju.
Engineer.
All right, Trump says clock ticking for Iran as peace negotiations stall. Gang, 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 gang. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome aboard.
Good morning. Yeah, thank you. This is Mommy Cindy on the line.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking on behalf of the one you said. Somebody said that EFCC is a scam or what? Real, they are. Imagine when I did know I have not used life for 2 months. They're bringing life bill for me. What am I paying for? And then in our here, they know that our life is spoiled. Our life is not spoiled. They're bringing us bill to pay. To pay for what? For the candle or the rechargeable I'm using. It's unfair now.
All right. Thank
Yes,
you.
I believe that I agree with the man that said that. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
so much.
Okay, 2,800 ex-textile workers die while awaiting unpaid entitlements. Hi, this country. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Who they?
Hello.
All right, apparently you're not ready for us. So you work finish, can't they wait for your entitlement, and 2,800 of them are dead. No fewer than 2,800 former textile workers and their family members have reportedly died while awaiting payments of 35 billion naira in unpaid gratuities and compensation owed by 4 collapsed textile companies in Kaduna. The affected members under the aegis of the Coalition of Close Unpaid Textile Workers of Nigeria Kaduna State Chapter appealed to President Bola Tinubu and the state government to do something. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm Paul Odipore
Okay.
You're welcome, Paul.
from Orogwe, West.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
There was a party called PDP in Nigeria.
There was.
There was a party called PDP in Nigeria. And all the laws they made in those times to favor them now boomeranged against them.
Okay.
And that's a repeat of what is about to happen now. Because PDP, we are making APC, we are making the laws in order to favor them. There's a saying that said that trouble is like a rain. As it falls on the roof of a poor man, so it falls on the roof of a rich man. So don't laugh at your enemy's calamity on the days of his trouble, because you don't know the day that your own will fall upon you.
That's so.
When PDP made those statements, those laws,
It favored them. They were laughing at other opposition parties, not knowing that the laws will now boomerang against them. So it is time for APC to explode, and the world will hear about it.
All right. Thank
And
you very much.
It will also affect the Nigerian establishment. Thank you, my brother.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you. All right, if you're just tuning in, this is Straight Talk, live on Echo FM, the newspaper review segment, and we are still taking calls down to get reactions to all the headlines we have churned out this morning. Let's take another caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How buddy?
Good morning.
Good
Yes, we
morning,
can hear you.
brother. Hala, no darling.
Okay. Please, I want to emphasize on what the first caller said.
Okay.
Please, if there's a way to inform people, because I envisage our party. My name is MC Gospel Afro. Please, don't be offended.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. What the first caller said, I think we should emphasize on that, because I envisage our party, especially in the southeast and parts of south. There's a way to sensitize people, a way to inform people, a way to take more awareness from the opposition party especially.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be done. Let agencies, let civil society, let churches, like it was done in 2023.
All right, thank you very much.
Calling.
Let's go to our Facebook. Ifeanyi Jim Konye Ejima say, we Nigerians have never benefited any good thing since Tinubu has started tripping from one country to another, spending our money unnecessarily. And he cannot ask himself why the president or prime ministers of these countries he has traveled to never pay him a visit in his own country. Mr. President has traveled to 10 countries in Africa, 9 in Europe and the Middle East, 3 in America and Caribbean, and 2 in Asia, making it 24 instinct countries. He has traveled since he took over power with no meaningful result from it. I think Mr. President should stop this pattern of leadership and take his leadership serious and channel the money he is spending on the trips somewhere Nigerians will benefit from it. Thank you very much, E. Ejima. All right, let's take another message. This one just says, Comrade Gregory, Chief Voice, Nigeria and a cruise country. Hey, voila. All right, let's take this one down.
Okay.
From
Odunze Jane.
Okay.
Only God will deliver us in this country called Nigeria.
That'd be a smart thing. And of course, we have this one.
Chigozie Emmanuel says, please, I want to be on your station for song promotion.
All right, you can just come to the station and deal with that, all right? Chris Ogbonna JP. Ay, Jesus, oh God, Chineke, man. Reading this one now. There must be something I don't like about this message. But you really read them.
Hey, good.
Chris Ogbonna JP. Now you send this message.
Barry, the Buruburu one, and Lady Ekoma, the first lady of Arsenal fans. Oh, it's the Arsenal that made you uncomfortable. I think our own president always goes out to beg for loan. He will use to rig election come 2027. Barry, I want to know the reason why the City Boys coordinators of Imo State and Abia didn't pass their primaries. For me, APC knows how to squander people's money. Just party primaries envelopes with Tinubu's inscription were shared with money on them. Okay.
Okay. My question, what will happen during the main election come 2027? That is our money. Have you seen where our loans sinking to? Barry, okay.
I have not forgotten the pepper soup for Sister Ekoma, Comrade Chris Ogbonna JP Church of Presentation.
This pepper soup, see they come up. I say I must see something I know like. All right, well, talking about loans, are you aware that Nigerians have petitioned World Bank to stop borrowing Nigeria government money? In fact, the messages were too many, and World Bank had to shut down their messaging portal just to avoid Nigerians complaining. So what does that tell you? The World Bank wants you to come and borrow money.
Yes.
Nigerians are saying, please stop borrowing our country money. And instead of listening to them, they shut it down. Well, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to take another billions of loan, and Nigerians are saying, nehi kaba, we don't want it. Take it back. Nobody carry, no give us. We don't want. We don't want. We don't want. So will the World Bank give us when we don't need it? Or the president need it? Somebody write President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not Nigeria. That is what they're asking. So if you want to borrow Tinubu money, borrow them. Don't borrow Nigeria. Nigeria is not owing you. That's what they are saying. So, well, instead of World Bank to listen, they shut them out. Oh, this is very serious. Let's continue. Hello, Ude.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Barry, my friend. Good morning, Dora, my sister. My name is Chief Jude Ubad. I call from Duchi, Zogimo State.
Chief Jude, City Boy,
I want to tell the Malays and the Nigerians like Barry, my good friend, not to bother about the pockets of problems that have developed from APC recently conducted primary for House of Representative members. And the dust will eventually settle for the better. So, Barry, my friend, do not insinuate any desegregation from this, as the dust will eventually settle. And knowing APC for what it is, a party that is actually filled with internal, party democracy and a strong party ideology, will not allow this problem to degenerate to such a situation where most of their members, who feel like it will now begin to defect into opposition political party. It is not in the custom. It's not customary of APC to do that. It is only that type of scenario is prevalent in other opposition political parties.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Because within the same family.
They can't campaign for APC here. We don't need them. And now, but.
Fine, I'm always advising you. You are my friend.
I know, but I'm not joining. I won't join.
Otherwise, you do that at the end of the day. Because I feel very much that
I cannot lose. I don't lose. I am neither here nor there. I'm just here. All right? I'm a studio man.
Every family is a political animal. So you must have to align yourself completely with one form of political party or the other.
But Chief Jude, but I hear the City Boy, they lose primary. What happened?
What else has never ceased to happen. And that's the reason why it is a strong party that believes in internal party democracy. Otherwise, how could you explain that? Not because APC, I've always been deciding to do their own thing, democratically. That's why that's the area play that. So you shouldn't be bothered about that.
Thank you. But do you think that's a sample of what will happen? Do you think that's a sample of what will happen? People turning against City Boy?
No problem. All these dots will eventually settle. That's the assurance I'm giving to you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Chief Jude.
You will see what will happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Jude. Okay. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Uncle.
I greet you.
Zuma that calls from Igbo.
Oh, Zuma Rock. Gotta go.
Yes. I hope you saw on social media how APC delegates are counting their votes.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. They will reach 10 and they'll enter 100. Then they'll get to 1,000. It's a shame.
Yeah.
The shame is shaming me. Someone will still shamefully come, or rather shamelessly come on social media or even on Echo FM to woo me or to woo someone else into entering a great party. Why will we find justifications, paragraph upon paragraph, to disgrace ourselves, to write good about bad? Well, it's a shame. Zuma that calls from Ebu. Have a lovely day ahead.
Yeah, Zuma just reminded me something. When I saw that video, I was like, did it happen in 2023? Yeah. I think that happened in Edo State or somewhere. Was it Abia? Remember when they do LUP 75, LUP 75, like that? And then there's another people that started doing their own. The guy was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to 10, 20, 30. I say, 9, 10. So they count this thing again. It's kind of funny, but then this is the way rigging is done. So you now know that the person who is even supposed to be the returning officer is biased from there. Yeah. I beg, anybody who can't that can't when I just stop and say start again. If they can't, when I remove another person, go count them. All he needs is the number. He must not count it. So we don't need that during the election. Yeah. How can you count from 10, 20, 30, 100? 100. What kind of counting is that? Even if my small baby self, I can't 1 to 3, need a miss. Why will you miss? Doesn't make any sense. So let's not get into that kind of craziness. I think we have time for another call before we call it a rape. Good. Okay, let me just visit our WhatsApp and see how many messages we got there. Oh, God. Nah. WhatsApp, the message always a plenty. Let's take this one. This one just okay, this is yesterday. Okay. Says, good morning, my people. Not just power sector. Nigeria as a country is a huge scam. Those that came with power with manifesto left the manifestos after inauguration into power. Is that not scam? What a question. I take power, I call them now. Done, let's take this on sharp.
Okay, good morning, Barry and Judge Don Ekoma. My name is Felix Mozuzu, still texting from Umahimbiri. While the bandits and terrorists are busy kidnapping and killing our students from our schools, our politicians and our leaders, especially this APC government, are busy talking and planning how to return power. Barry, have you seen that the terrorist bandits have now beamed their searchlights on our schools? This APC government have failed woefully in their primary duties of protecting the lives of its citizens. They deserve not to be re-elected again. Mbike needs a better representation come 2027. Thanks, and do enjoy your day ahead.
Wow.
Thank you, Felix.
You are from Umahimbiri. You say Mbeke needs better representation. What do you mean? Is Akarachi not doing you a good one? Okay. Before they tag you opposition now. Because if you say something, you're not supposed to say your opposition. All right. It's great that everybody is here enjoying themselves on Echo FM. But now it's time for us to call it a little break. And we will be going into the news update at 10. But recall, we will be taking a look at Peter Obi's comment comparing the travels between President Donald Trump and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the entourage, and what they bring back from that travel. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Echo FM.
Echo FM 100.7, the fresh news people.
It's the sound of the city. Echo 100.7.
This week to help those in need.
If you know that it's God Almighty that created you and created we Nigerians like you need to do good things for us because the masses are suffering. How you can suspend me here? Are we your slaves?
And I'm going to win this election.
That is the truth.
Stay informed with Echo FM 100.7. Join us for exclusive interviews with experts, breaking updates on local and global events, and in-depth coverage of issues impacting our community. Tune in every weekday at 6:30 a.m., 12 noon, 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. for our major news bulletin in English, Igbo,
Country people, this not story time on Top Echo
and Pidgin language. For more inquiries, you can reach us through our email, echofm@thekingmail.com. You can follow us on our social media handles at Echo FM. Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. We are the Fresh News People.
Welcome to the news update at 10 here on Echo FM 100.7. We are the Fresh News People. Here are the latest stories we are keeping tabs on. The National Pension Commission, PENCOM, has inaugurated a free healthcare initiative for retirees under the Contributory Pension Scheme, CPS, targeting pensioners earning less than 70,000 naira monthly. The program, known as PenCare, is aimed at improving access to healthcare for low-income retirees and reducing the burden of medical expenses among elderly Nigerians. The Delta State Police Command has arrested 11 suspected cultists and recovered firearms, ammunition, and other dangerous weapons in separate operations across the state. The police public relations officer of the command, SP Bright Edafe, stated that the operations were part of the command's intensified crackdown on cultism, illegal possession of firearms, and other violent crimes. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has heightened nationwide surveillance and emergency preparedness measures following the resurgence of the deadly Ebola virus disease, EVD, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, and a confirmed imported case in neighboring Uganda. Although Nigeria has no confirmed Ebola case at the moment, the NCDC warned that increasing cross-border movement within the region have placed the country on high alert. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Olatunji Diso, over the weekend paid a visit to Oyo State following the tragic terrorist attack and abduction of incidents that occurred in Orile local government area of the state on May 15, 2026. He assured residents, parents, and guardians that Nigeria Police Force, in collaboration with other security agencies, has intensified coordinated search and rescue operations aimed at securing the safe return of all abducted victims and bringing the perpetrators to justice. A banditry attack in Yatafki village, Funtua local government area of Katsina State, was foiled after security forces intercepted the suspect and recovered rustled cattle. According to reports, security operatives quickly moved into action after receiving information about the attack and intercepted the criminals before they could escape far with the stolen animals. And in sports, Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has been named Udenis Player of the Season. Okoye was recognized for his remarkable performances for the Zebra throughout the campaign. Okoye has kept 10 clean sheets in 29 league appearances this season. He has also been shortlisted for the Serie A Player of the Month for May. And in business, Nigerian financial institutions are fighting to meet the deadline of June 10, 2026, set by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, for onboarding to a new cybersecurity baseline. The new cybersecurity standard is meant to check anti-money laundering, AML, combating financial terrorism, and counter-proliferation financing, CPF, solutions. On the foreign scene, the contribution of manufactured goods for Nigeria export basket has stagnated for 4 consecutive years despite a sharp rise in the country's total export value. Latest figures from the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, have shown manufacturers have attributed the development to a harsh operating environment that continues to erode competitiveness. And that is all for the news update at 10, brought to you from the newsroom of Echo FM. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms. On Facebook is Echo FM, on X at Echo FM_, on Instagram and YouTube, Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by clicking on www.echofm.net. And that is the news update at 10. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned.
Echo FM.
Echo FM 100.7, the fresh news people.
Live from the Eastern Heartland, Echo FM 100.7 brings you engaging conversation on trending news.
the federal government to sort whatever issue they are having with ASU.
And by December this year, 4,000 MOUs will be employed in Europe.
It's explosive.
Well, first of all, we must understand that war in itself is a display of anarchy. When you talk about war, that is lawlessness at its peak. When you say you are fighting war to keep Nigeria one, no. You fought the war as a manifestation of your incompetence in the management of the crisis that was then part of Nigerian history.
Hilarious.
I get malaria, my cancer. Behind every successful man, there's a woman at the front. Look without it. Stop shaking your head. You stop shaking your head. You're one of those who are causing problems. On action,
and daring.
Mr. President, God will ask all of us, but you will be in the front. I will say, I've told the Senate President.
Our nation remains one of the most insecure and least peaceful in the world today, making Nigeria one of the hungriest countries of the world. Nigerians now spend nearly their entire income on feeding.
We may be hungry, but we can manage our hunger.
My appeal is that you dedicate 20% of 2025, roughly 72 days, to visit each of the 36 states.
Catch the drama, feel the excitement on Straight Talk on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri with the Radio Marshal Barry Cosmos. Every weekday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Join the conversation on Straight Talk with Barry Cosmos. Straight Talk, get straight analysis, no bending corners.
Let's be poor. Breathe.
Welcome back to the show, people. It's still Straight Talk Live on Echo FM 100.7, the Fresh News, people. All right, today we take a listen to what Governor Hope Uzodimma was telling APC aspirants for different positions, State House of Reps, Federal House, and Senate, and the rest of them. Governor Hope Uzodimma had this to tell them.
We are definitely in politics with the last time. When I got so stroke, even last time in the politics. When I got so stroke. So the only money you will deploy is the one you can forfeit. Let people know what school who got politics. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This is the
All right, that was Governor Hope Uzodimma. As funny as that sounds, that is the best advice I've had for politicians in ages. You can't take your child's school fees to go and do politics. You cannot even think about using your last card. It causes stroke. And then they hear. After that, by the time you use your thing, you go begin to POS for road. Or you're going to do bus conductor. Or join. You don't get into this thing. They say use money you can forfeit. Well, you carry 50 million, go buy form. You can't lose election. You can't lose primary. You don't even go to the election to start with. Hi, Chinik. It's the worst nightmare. And
school who got politics. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. We are definitely in politics.
voters card. 20 million, 10 million, go buy form. If it come out 10 million, maybe not 200,000, remove your account. You go buy form. You can't lose. Some people should not rush to go and purchase forms. Some people's form were bought for them by godfathers. Yeah. And those are the ones that cause trouble. Because they have nothing to lose. They just want to cause trouble.
Yeah. So
please, election is not a do-or-die affair. Don't get into that madness. Yeah. It is not a do-or-die affair at all. So everybody be warned. You've heard from the governor, and the primaries have since come and gone. You've heard that for the MBK, unopposed, for a lot of other places, it's not easy for you to even get some. Incubates have lost so many seats in the APC. Over 50 of them lost their seat. But I've not had any senator losing their seat even in the primaries, except probably the senatorial primaries have not been done. I don't know, but definitely that's what it is today. House of Rep, both state and federal, has been done. So we wait to see that of Senate. Yeah. We wait to see the governors. We wait to hear what would happen next, particularly in Rivers State and in Abia State. Yeah. That is where it's happening so hard, as well as in Kano State. That's a flashpoint. In Benue State, too. In Taraba and in Plateau, these are all flash states that have a lot of issues to deal with. In Benue State, the incumbent governor, Reverend Father Aliyah Hyacinth, and the embattled former godfather, former governor Akume, who is the SSG to the Federation. Both of them have been having loggerheads, and that's why the state is not moving forward. If Governor tries to go this way, he's going to be countered by the SSG people. And the same APC, and then there's the PDP, and there is a ADC, and now NDC, all in Benue State. So where will it happen? Where will the pendulum swing? Only time will tell. This election is going to be a make or mare for a lot of people, a lot of human beings. Well, if Governor Aliyah loses election, he will just go back to the pulpit and start doing his crusade again that he used to do. But for those of people who are in his government, where would they go? You understand? And then the SSG is now still there. What about if Tinubu decides, okay, I've had enough, we've tried for this time, let's have another SSG? Where would your power be? So these are all things. Power is not absolute for those who think it is, because it is given and it can be taken. So for those people who are emperors, continue. One day, your cup will full. All right, that's the much we'll be taking on this story. Don and Sep, you have one or two to tell the people on this matter. These primaries are coming up, and there are a lot of issues.
More are still coming.
More are coming. Let's get some messages out of the way. Okay. All right, let's take this one.
Okay, Barry the Guru one and Don the Alpha Beta lady, happy morning. There can't be any comparison between Trump's entourage and that of Bat. Bat, as the name implies, travels with political bats and bandits.
All right.
Okay. That's the reason why nothing good will ever come out of those trips. Nigeria needs a political rejuvenation. The People's Elder.
All right, the People's Elder have spoken. This other one says, good morning, Barry, the Radio Marshal, the one and the Burukutu of Echo FM.
Hey, God.
Good morning, Donekoma. I am Prince Chidoza woman, right here from Renandasana. Talking nonsense. Yes, everybody have seen how wasteful this Tinubu's government can be. He has traveled almost the whole country without achieving anything. Rather, he is wasting our money unnecessarily. Barry and Ekoma, do you see the statement from the Yorubas? The truth is that Igbos are not trying to steal power from Tinubu or anyway. They think the truth is that Tinubu stole power from an Igbo man in 2023 because Peter Obi won the election. He even won Tinubu in his own LGA, and even in Lagos State he claims he built, and even many states, including Abuja, for those shameless sycophants that will always support evil because of their stupid interest. They should explain why Beavers was offered and Mahmoud claimed glitches, but out of glitches, you announced somebody who could not win his boot as a winner. In fact, Nigeria is a joke. Corruption, tribalism, and injustice have really destroyed this country. Instead of allowing a competent person that Nigerians voted for, in fact, things has really falling apart. It's very unfortunate. So is the Igbos that are supposed to complain and not the Yorubas. I rest my case and Prince Chi Edozie on woman. All right, as beautiful as that sounds, now you talk 'em. Remember, these are just some I wouldn't call them miscreants. No, they are not miscreants.
No, they're not.
There are people who are in the minority in Yoruba land are saying all these things. So let's not look at it as if it's a big Yoruba agenda. You know, there are very big Yoruba people who are in support of the
Serious
Igbo
people.
very, very seriously. So please, let's not make it look like it's an Igbo and a Yoruba thing. There are just a few segments of people that do that. Well, precious money, Mr. Barry and Don George, I want to ask, why will Governor Fubara not standing like a man? Politics is not for boys, but for men. If Fubara can't stand for his right, he should step aside for real men. Just take a look at Governor of Benue State, Ali Haisen. He is a real man who knows how to play the game by kicking off all the candidates from the former Governor Kume. Fubara is there playing like a child. I'm not happy about it. Anya Sokinsley from Albazi, Egbama, Daddy Mary Claret. All right, nice one.
Yeah.
Okay, we have this one done.
Okay, beautiful morning, my eloquent, majestic Barry Kossi and beautiful Don George. 87 students and teachers kidnapped in Oyo and Borno State. It is becoming disgusting and disheartening that in the minds of the precarious state of insecurity in our country, our rulers are very busy clamoring and struggling on how to win in 2027 elections. Is governance only about elections? What type of country is this? If everyone is killed or kidnapped by these bandits and terrorists, who will go to vote for them? Again, it's a pity that Goodluck Jonathan has allowed himself to be confused and deceived to run for the presidency. I thought he was more sensible than his deceivers. He may live to regret his actions. Kubana Chief Priest, how far now? Ezine Lady Julie Nosike.
All right. Kubana Chief Priest is trending for losing election with 14 votes out of nearly 3,000. All right, that's interesting, but definitely he is a man of himself. Money, Nawata. John Bosco Ikechukuru Umegboro from Ngbidi says, good morning, Mr. Barry and Don. It has become increasingly worrisome how insecurity has now gotten to every nook and cranny of the country that we can now hardly sleep with two eyes closed and our leaders are preoccupied with who picks ticket or not. On the outcomes of the primary elections do so far, good one if you ask me. If more of the sitting lawmakers will lose their return tickets, that will be fine. Most of them are complicit in what we are suffering currently because of their rubber stamp style of oversight. Again, microzoning in their constituencies demand that they give way for others. All right. And Daddy Joe from Obaku sending this one down.
Okay, Daddy Joe from Abuako. The weekend was really interesting and trending with trending stories from APC primaries. Kubana Chief Priest lost and only got 14 votes. He has lamented how he was betrayed by the people he gave money. Chelsea also lost in football to Man City. Today is another day for the Red Chamber or senatorial tickets, and the most interesting one will be that of Oluzun, where we will see the two gladiators in politics, Governor Hope and Senator Rochas. Our security is on suspension because APC is conducting primaries. Our court will soon be busy with the outcome of all the primaries.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Juju from Equator says, Double Barry and Lola Ikoma, good morning and happy new week. Barrio, Yaya Bello, your brother, was cleared by INEC. What a shame to EFCC and Nigerian politics. Hey, God.
Nigeria.
God. Yaya Bello, now the one way you don't cement EFCC as rubbish. Rubbish. Barry, Tinubu don't come back. I don't know. Concerning the bandit repentance that wear army uniform, Gumi said, I quote, some Nigerian leaders' hands are in kidnapping going on in the country. Barry, can you imagine Fulani moving with dagger in the streets while police chasing those with drawing tattoo? Try. Barry, do you know that EDC are doing 419 to people? How can monthly bills more than light given? Barry, hope you are taking care of Dawn. Her body needs Fanta. Let's have a nice day. And I don't come again.
Hey, good.
Now every week I gotta buy Fanta. Maybe smart. All right. Dr. Mrs. Simba is here, Don.
Okay, Nigeria has been stewing in unparalleled crime and insecurity. There's tension everywhere. People live in fear and sleep with one eye closed. Our banner is no longer without stain as at independence. Today it is blood-soaked, corruption-stained, and divisively turned along parochial, political, ethnic, and religious interests. The very foundation on which Nigeria is sitting requires strong steel and concrete reinforcement. There is need for proper overhaul, reassessment, and reinforcement.
Oh, Engineer Buka.
Your favorite.
Engineer Buka is here. Well, he said the failure of Cubana chief priest at the APC primary is looking like a mechanical system that entered resonance without proper damping control. Oh, Jesus. The entire City Boy movement generated excessive political vibration. But when the load test was finally conducted on Saturday, the structural integrity of the campaign developed catastrophic fatigue failure. Bang, bang. Bang. All right, we also have this one. The political engine was reviving at a maximum RPM with too much noise emission. Yet the combustion chamber lacked enough electoral compression ratio to ignite victory. During the APC calibration process, the electoral current experienced voltage drop, leading to total circuit disconnection from the House of Representatives transmission line from Osu Olu Anoru East Federal Constituency. What happens was simply Newton's third law of politics. Excessive media pressure produced equal and opposite rejection force from delegates. Oh, God. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I am quoting this one everywhere. Newton's third law of politics. Excessive media pressure produced equal and opposite rejection force from delegates. Chai, Jesus. Engineer Buka, this one today, you don't have me. Well, the campaign to bind was rotating with high angular velocity on social media, but internally, the talk output was too low to overcome constituency frictional resistance. All this on because of Cubana chief priest, right? All this thing. At the primaries, the political gearbox suddenly slipped from fifth gear into neutral. And if you fire neutral, you need to move. Even the hydraulic influence system could not maintain pressure stability. It cracked, wear and tear. The supporters expected a supersonic takeoff, but what can happen? But the entire movement experienced aerodynamic stall. It cannot fly. Before reaching legislative altitude, it crashed. Oh, Jesus Christ. The APC primaries, the political gearbox, I think I'll take it that one. Yeah. The APC primary became the final stress strain, and after stress strain, it breaks. Experiment, which unfortunately the material failed beyond its elastic limit. And when it reached elastic limit, what did happen? Boy, it don't break. Engineer Buka texting from Futu. Wonderful. Engineer Buka, I like today's one. Well. And let's take this final one before we go into Peter B. and Tinubu. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Ifeanyi Ejimkoye from Egbema. My happiness about APC representative primary election that was conducted over the weekend is when I heard that Cubana chief priest got 14 votes out of 2,845 after the election.
Right.
Let him understand that when a man sells his people out of selfish interest, the same would come after him to complete the possession.
Okay. Well, I think he's referring to the fact that he dumped the Igbo cause for the city boy. And that is what he's referring to. Yeah. All right, let's switch gears now to our conversation. We are going to, please, everybody join me live on Facebook so that we can x-ray this together. Yeah. Please, let's put up the statement by Peter Obi on our Facebook page so that everybody will read together. All right? We read together. Well, according to Peter Obi, he tweeted this, and I read it clearly from his tweet directly. Yeah. State visit by leaders are not tourism, and diplomacy is not a fashion parade. Every foreign trip undertaken by a government must deliver measurable benefits to the people. including investment, technology transfer, trade agreements, factory expansion, industrial partnerships, and job creation. During President Trump's recent visit to China, the American delegation reportedly included a few top government officials and many of the biggest figures in global business and technology. Consequently, huge trade deals worth several $1 billion, including about 200 Boeing orders, were achieved. The list of the entourage included Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, Marco Rubio, Secretary of the State, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense, Elon Musk, CEO Tesla and SpaceX, Jensen Huang, CEO Nvidia, and Tim Cook, CEO Apple, Larry Fink, CEO BlackRock, Steven Schwarzman, CEO Blackstone, Kelly Ortberg, CEO Boeing, and Brian Sykes, CEO Cargill, Jane Fraser, CEO Citigroup, and of course the 12th one, Larry Cobb, CEO General Electric. Now these were the people who went with Donald Trump to China. Others include David Solomon, CEO Goldman Sachs, Sanjay Mehrotra, CEO Micron Technology, Cristiano Amon, CEO Qualcomm, Diana P. McCormick, President of Meta, that's a Meta group that owns Facebook, Ryan McNerney, CEO Visa, that's your Visa cards, Michael Melbach, President MasterCard, Jim Anderson, CEO Coherent, and the 20th person, Jacob Tyson, CEO Illumia. This is how serious nations approach diplomacy, by aligning foreign policy with economic expansion, industrial growth, innovation, and national productivity. I hope that lesson can be learned from this recent visit, comparing them with the President of Nigeria's recent state visit to the United Kingdom. A large entourage of politicians, aides, and government officials traveled. Yet, Nigerians are still asking a simple question. What exactly did Nigeria bring home? All right, Don, you take over. Read the rest of them.
Okay, we should bring it out. Okay. Which factories are coming to Nigeria? What power, technology, manufacturing, agricultural, or industrial agreements were secured? How many direct jobs will this visit create for Nigerian youths? What investments were attracted? What measurable economic outcomes can the ordinary Nigerian point to? The delegation reportedly include President Bola Tinubu, Senator Mrs. Tinubu, governors, ministers, members of the National Assembly.
12 governors, 9 ministers, 7 members of the National Assembly, over 20 senior state house staff, over 30 security personnel,
over 10 domestic staff, and several supporters and associates.
It is not enough to ride horses, wear matching uniforms, attend royal banquets, and release glossy photographs. Symbolism without substance cannot feed hungry citizens. Today, Nigeria is in decline, battling serious insecurity, food insecurity, unemployment, and a weakened naira, declining industrial productivity, and worsening poverty, at a time when millions of Nigerians struggle daily to afford food and survive economic hardship. Every kobo spent on foreign trips must produce tangible national values, investment, factories, job, export, infrastructure, and economic opportunities. Nigeria needs leadership that is focused less on optics and more on productivity, less on ceremony and more on measurable economic results. A new Nigeria is possible, P.O. Okay, that was the tweet sent out by Peter Obi. And please, like our streamers, if you can get the promise what Nigeria got from that particular trip from UK, please, if you can get it and put it up for social media, let everybody read. Please, hurry now, join us on our live stream, and you can see this for yourself if you've not seen it before. And let's look at the measurable things that we were able to get from the trip. We've listed what America went home with.
Yeah.
Now, take a look at the number of people. Donald Trump went to China with 20 people. 20. Nigeria will have 12 governors. 9 this one. 7 this one. President plus his wife. SSSS. Aides and supporters. With Nigerian money. I'm not saying anything on this one. I want to hear what you think. So please, if you can, Evans, please let's put up that particular, what we actually got from President Bola Tinubu's visit to the UK compared to what America
got.
What lessons can be learned?
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. We are calling on our president. Why do we travel with this number of people? What is their duty there? What is their function? The 12 governors, are they wooing investors to their state? What exactly did they get by going there? Let's take a look at how much was spent on that trip. But I want to hear your take on this one before we move on. 0911 20,022 or
0707 454 1014.
All right, phone lines officially open once again. Good morning. Who day?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Don, good morning.
Good morning.
Cosmos, good morning.
Good morning to you, Honorable Elder Ngozika.
Make sure you provide the Fanta that they have advertised for now.
Elder, you don't join them. Jesus. No worry, I go buy no be Fanta, no wahala.
No, just Fanta. You know we are making it cheap for you.
No wahala.
Because which is taking good care of.
When will she take care of me? Not let me to take care of her.
You have sworn by the Bible that you will take this woman.
Oh.
But
no wahala. No wahala. I did.
Okay. Serious business now.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me reference what Oba Olufalaye, former Secretary of Government, in the military, former Minister of Finance, said in this day, in Saturday Telegraph, page 7, he said Nigeria has not been on course since independence. And he said that we have not been planning. We have lost out. He said that we managed Nigeria for 2 years. In 1962, crisis started in Southwest. And since that day, we have never known peace. There's no planning of any sort. Nigeria used to live on a 5 to 10 year rolling plan so that you know what you have. But today, what we have is shamelessly, people are eating from the Federation account. But I have shown you evidence that even a periscope, a consultant, is drawing revenue from Federation account meant for federal, state, and local government. Individuals now walk up to the Federation account and they are allocated money. Okay? It started with MDAs at the state being allocated money of local government. Okay? So, President traveling with a convoy of his retinue of his house and everybody. Okay? His Nigerian part of his structure. Okay? Obasanjo said that when you ask to come and chop, just chop. Don't give us headache. You can see how we ridicule our country. I'm happy that these politics is getting scientific. I'm happy if Obi does not do any other thing. He has changed the dynamic. 8 months is a very long time. There will be no dancing and romancing. My party will be on this. We are ready for him. We only dance. We only do abandon. But it's intellectual work. Okay? We of the AD extraction from 1998 to Delta will be there to ask Tinubu, are you still dancing? It is no more time for hope. We shall be telling Nigerians what we did from 2015 as APC and not dancing. The 12 governors who have been going around, I pity them. Some of them will start losing this way. The Cubana chief has lost. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, keep your thoughts coming. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Cosmos.
Welcome aboard, Agami.
Yeah, good morning, the Dawn.
Good morning.
Yes, it's Ahmad Akot from Uche Street in Owerri. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you.
Yeah, Mr. Cosmos, they are asking what our president has achieved on his trip. I think to me, he has gotten to us absolutely nothing but wastage of our common resources. Just imagine, nothing. And that has been his usual character. Making insistent on fruitful trees, foreign trees. It's unfortunate. And he does it with utmost impunity. It's quite unfortunate. Some people say that we have entered one chance, and that is exactly the truth. I'm out from Uche Street. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Barry Cosmos and Lady Ecom.
Good morning.
Steve, good morning to you.
Okay, my name is Steve Ozem. I'm calling from Owerri. Barry.
This is the way they laugh. Small laugh.
I'll be making no laugh again.
Okay, no.
Barry, this tweet by Obi, honestly, this is the finest of all the tweets I have seen coming from Obi.
Okay.
It was detailed and straight to the point. If anybody reads that tweet, you will understand what government is all about and what foreign trade. We have been saying this, but some people do not understand. How can you be traveling? You are going on a state visit, and the whole governors will follow you, the whole ministers will follow you, and even those who have nothing to contribute on the visit will be part of the visit. You remember what happened the other time when they went to UK? You saw a video footage. The governors gathered in Nnamdi Azikiwe International Abuja to bid farewell to the president, and they entered another plane to land in UK to welcome him in UK. I don't. So,
oh God! Abracadabra.
This is what we see.
Oh.
So yeah, the one bidding him farewell, and you will take another plane, land before him, so that all of you will also welcome him. So it's laughable. It's laughable, and at the end of the day, you see, they are going to attract. Tell me, since the president started traveling to Turkey, France, UK, and all those countries, how many investments have come? So we need to cut down on the cost of governance. P2B have always maintained that if he is invited, few people will travel. So I commend him for that tweet, because you look at what the USA did. People who matter, people who will bring investment from China, this is what it's supposed to be. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you very, very much. Okay, thank you for your contribution.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Senior Comrade Linus Duru, Umezano, Ehibe Mbano, Mo State, Nigeria. This is my name and my address. But I greet you.
Welcome, sir.
I greet you very well.
Thank
my
you.
sister over there, I greet you too.
I greet you too.
Yeah, you see, if I'm asked to stay, I would have advised Tinubu to put up a very nice people who matters in Nigeria, especially scholars, and go ahead with them on that his trip. Let me give you an example. If there is somebody who has first class in Legal Research Institute, Zaria, and somebody who has first class in Nigeria Oil Palm Research, NIFO, and somebody who has first class in the Crop Roots Research Institute, Shomudike, I think these people are the people, even in the technological hub, you must have gotten one university that have a very nice technological research. And go ahead with people who have first class. And that's make it as a pilgrimage for them to just go in there and see their counterparts, what they're doing, and buy their technology and come back here. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you. All right, let's just take a little break and give you some more information on these particular trips and what have we have achieved. Literally, I just have to take it country by country and see what the countries And the main purpose for which the president traveled, the biggest seemed to be that of the UK, where 747 million pounds, or is that euro, Lagos Ports modernization, financing, and multiple investment commitments reportedly worth over 1.5 billion that was achieved by the president. But how far, how measurable are these things? I have taken time to try and see which of these has been gotten. In that UK trip, according to them, 747 million pots, that's in euro, UK, but has anything been started? No, up to now. They said the Nigeria and UK signed a financing agreement to modernize the Apapa and Tinkan Island ports in Lagos. Nigeria and UK signed financing. So who's financing? Measurable funding secured for infrastructure upgrades, an expected reduction in port congestion and turnaround time, increased custom efficiency and all that. That's what they hope to achieve with that. But the point is that that is going to be financed by a bank as a loan. All right? So who's paying back the loan? That's the question. Then about $1.5 billion in total investment commitment, multiple agreements announced during the visit, reportedly totaled around $1.51 billion from that particular trip. Or the question is, these are what? Agreements that have not been materialized. So Nigerians are asking when. It's supposed to bring increase in projected foreign direct investment and a new industrial and logistic project tied to UK-backed financing. Well, that is what? Promise, agreement, MOUs that we've not seen anything. Integrated diary investment worth of about 496 million. The Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority signed an MOU with UK-based Asset Green Limited for daily production and processing. Measurable impact is a planned local dairy value chain development, potential reduction in dairy import dependence, and projected annual revenue of about $620 million when operational. So when will this be operational? That is another question that a lot of people are asking. So it's kind of, when you look at this, the more you see, the less you understand. So everything here is just promise, promise, promise. Nothing has been done in the court. Now we'll take a look at countries Tinubu has traveled done. Let's just start one after the other.
The United Kingdom.
And what are the main purpose? Investment and
diplomacy. France, financing summit and state visit. India, G20 summit. United Arab Emirates, economic relations. Saudi Arabia summit and WEF. Germany, G20 compact with Africa. China, China-Africa cooperation. Turkey, bilateral trade and defense. Qatar, investment promotion. Netherlands, business and energy meetings. United States, UN General Assembly. Kenya, African Union meeting. Guinea-Bissau, ECOWAS summit. Benin, bilateral relations. Senegal, regional summit. Ethiopia, African Union summit. South Africa, Nigerian SA relations. Ghana, ECOWAS diplomacy. And Equatorial Guinea Energy Corporation.
And the question, has any of these
Which one? Thank you.
visited Nigeria under Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And for what? So if they come, what do we gain? If we go, what do we gain? The only thing we gain from South Africa is xenophobic attacks against Nigerians and destruction of Nigerian businesses. And what else have we gained to the point where Shomole is calling for MTN to be hijacked? I mean, these are the reasons why a lot of people are complaining. So what actually have we achieved so far? Clearly, the ones that have been achieved, let's look at this Signat financial deal, specifically UK port financing. That one is partially achieved because it's been signed, and once a deal is signed, it means you can go ahead and start doing it. New bilateral agreements and MOUs. That MOU is just an agreement that nobody has worked on. Improve UAE visa access for Nigeria. Yes. How true is that? Visa access to UAE. An expanded diplomatic and defense agreement with Turkey. Well, while we're still reveling in insecurity and all that, the defense agreement, what has it helped us for? And continues Siemens-backed Nigerian power project, which is supposed to be a very good one, but our power is still in coma. Increased foreign investment engagement. Where are they? So that's the question. Partially achieved is the infrastructure upgrades, rail and energy project from China talks, large-scale job creation. Where the job there now? and increased foreign direct investment inflows, trade volume growth.
Targets.
Wow. These are things. The one way just be talk and nothing is a major a reduction in unemployment. Rather, we're getting more and more unemployment. Significant, what is that? Naira stabilization from 3s alone. Mr. Rich to laugh. Significant Naira stabilization. Okay. Naira has not grown past 1,300 and something. It never go for a long time. They say if you appreciate by two kobo, you appreciate. That's part of the stabilization. Broad improvement in cost of living, broad improvement.
Grammar.
Oyimbo. Large completed infrastructure project directly tied to the visit. Which one? So these are all questions Nigerians are asking. Please put up that thing again.
Yes,
Let's put it up. Evans, put it up again. Let's just bring it out. This is all about information.
Yeah.
On the second day of my state visit to the United Kingdom, I met with Prime Minister Keir Starmer yesterday at 10 Downing Street yesterday. We spoke plainly about where we are and where we must go as both nations navigate the current order and look forward to a prosperous future. Our focus is trade, investment, security, and the real impact on the lives of the people of Nigeria and the United Kingdom. All right?
Yeah.
And of course, Nigeria is making difficult but necessary reforms. We will stay the course. There is no turning back. I welcome the 746 million euro agreement to modernize the Apapa and Tinkan Island ports, as well as other critical partnership unlocked during this visit. This is about fixing critical infrastructure, delivering systems that work, facilitating trade, and unlocking growth where it matters most. The world is changing. Nigeria is ready, and we will work with partners who are ready to build and deliver, not just talk. The work continues. Bola Ahmed Tinubu tweeted at officials as Siwaju Bats. And that's his official handle. Yeah. Now, that's what the president is saying. From everything he said, the only thing he specifically said is that he welcomes the 746 million pounds. That was specific. The rest were just 3Ds, this one, that one, at the end of the day. So, between this tweet and that of Obi, where do you stand? Let's get your reaction. 0911 20,022 or
07074541014.
Let's go, people. I want to get your reaction on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and of course on WhatsApp. Okay. It's been so funny to hear certain things. Yeah. My worry is, look at the people Donald Trump traveled with. Look at the people our president travels with.
Yeah.
Those people read nearly 300. Donald Trump traveled 20 and achieved more. Doesn't make any sense. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Barry.
Yeah.
I'm Mike Onyechifula Odunze from Amafo Imering.
Okay.
That's a waste of money for trade. Also, you know, they go for exhibition. They go for exhibition. I'm telling the truth. I've never seen this type of government before in my life.
Okay.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Hey, God bless you.
Thank you very much. Mario and Dono, greetings. When crooks talk foolish, people clap and are excited. Chai. Do you play money politics or bring to table what you can offer the electorate? Pario, the politician that brought 136 million on the table, was that his hard-earned money? Thieves are thieves, with or without mustache. Nigeria will be better again. Elder Chijoke. Thank you very much for your message.
Yeah. Okay, good morning, my people. Not just power sector. Nigeria as a country is a huge scam. Those that come with power, with manifesto, left the manifestos after inauguration into power. Is that not scam?
From Ike Morocco is the one that sent in that message. All right. Don Peter says, good morning, Mr. Barry, Cosmos, and Don. Happy New Week. APC have started rigging on their own backyard. This is a big shame to APC. All right. Thank you very much. Please, Julie Nasik, I think we have read this one on WhatsApp, so let's move on. Chris Agbona, we've also read it on WhatsApp. Let's move on to the call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sorry. Good morning.
Welcome aboard.
You're welcome.
Barry, you see what we're talking about? My name is Austin from Sydney.
Okay.
You see what we're talking about? See the kind of numbers of people that is traveling with our president. Because they are going on holidays, they are going on jamboree. That's why they will bid in welfare as in farewell from here, and then enter another plane to go and welcome him in the state and in his country that he's going. That's to tell you that we are all about, it's all about politics of money. That is what we are understanding. Okay, like we just read from what he just said from his tweet, he welcomed only the money. Every other thing on that paper, he didn't see. It's only the money that he's welcoming. Sorry, we were watching.
Thank you.
But that's the kind of government we are into. We pray that good governments will come to Nigeria very soon.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, just before we go, let us take 2 or 5 minutes to gloat. I want bragado. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. We need to brag a little bit because it's congratulations to everyone at Echo FM, because Echo FM has been voted as the best radio station of the year in Imo State. The SOP Group's Imo Unity Awards 2026, Imo Unity Awards, the 5th edition 2026 award, presented to none other than yours truly, Echo FM 100.7 Owerri, the King Square. That is where we are. Echo FM has been voted once again as the Imo Best Radio of the Year. Konaka, please, everybody, clap for us. Yes, sir. The award was presented to Echo FM by Honorable Ujunwa Nwogo, CEO, Sempe Obodo Production, SOP. All right, thank you very much, Sempe. Of course, Sempe has been a very wonderful man in the entertainment industry, but definitely this award is just a call to do more. And of course, people who sing Song of Praise for Echo FM. Do you agree with this award? Those of you who say no, nahi, are we truly the best? So let's take these 5 minutes to hear your own vote. Is Echo FM truly the best radio station in Imo State? Let's get to hear your take in this remaining 5 minutes of the program. I just want to brag this morning. If you like, they don't give us the award. But congratulations, it's all because of you, the listener out there, for continuously supporting what we do here at Echo FM. We are grateful to all of you, our listeners, our callers, and of course, our customers. Those of you who advertise on Echo FM, we appreciate you to the highest heavens. We also want to thank everybody who tunes in to this station. It is the only place you should be every day, every week, because there's no dull moment on Echo FM. Everywhere you go, is it the programming? Is it the music? Is it the analysis? Where can you get it better? Echo FM, best radio station in Imo State. Congratulations to Echo FM. Congratulations to the station manager who has been working tirelessly. She's been very, very awesome, leading with example. And of course, every presenter, every worker, for those of you whose voice you don't hear on Echo FM, like people who make you see us right now at the technical department. We want to especially thank Akachi there. We want to thank Evans. We want Victor, Big Vix. Thank you so much for what you do. You put us out there. Not forgetting our wonderful DJs. DJ Mav King is here in the studio. DJ J Boy. And DJ you look here. Look here. It's DJ Mas. I mean, these are all wonderful people. Yes, so starting in the morning with Uchenna Clara. You now move to Barry Cosmos and Alpha Dawn. Then the Slim Diva comes in. Of course, Mary is up there with everybody. Yes, Pressure Bugatti. And of course, Kachi. And of course, we go down to the evening. You have nobody spot chef. Kachi, they do their thing. I mean, and in the night, you get the angelic voice of the one and only, the love God. Hooray. I mean, it's so beautiful. Why won't you love it? It's all Echo FM. So we thank you all, everybody who worked behind the scenes. Special thanks to our CEO, Clan Chief, Professor Kingsley Chimeze, and the beautiful wife there who made it possible, our co-CEO. Thank you very much for all you do. To our General Manager, thank you very much. Oga James, Twale for you. Twale for our GM. Twale to everybody at the King Group of companies. It's all a collective effort. And of course, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We thank you very much for voting us the best radio station. And of course, this is a call to do just more. Expect it. Don't think about it. Always tune to Echo FM 100.7, the station with the flow. All right, let's just keep our fingers crossed. We continue. Yes, I've been doing, I think, just to let the cat out of the bag a little bit, because there's a little bit of a program we're going to be hosting here, and it's just to use that as an example for a lot of ills people do in the society. Somewhere around Naze, there is a land dispute that has started since 1983. And all of a sudden, that case was finished in 2015, was it 2012? I think so. And they started effecting the change. What happened? A judgment was given in court, and there is a clear demarcation where the land, where the judgment ends, and then, boom, they collected the land. Guess what? They sold off the land. After finishing selling, they started going into where it's not part of the judgment that they gave, and these are all documented. I have been investigating this matter for a while now, but my worry is the involvement of the police, from the Commissioner of Police to the Tiger Base, and then other police who will escort people to go and demolish people's buildings that have been standing for 30, 40 years. You demolish it down, bring it down, just because you want to do what? Sell the land. And this is completely uncalled for. I will bring you that report maybe tomorrow or next, as a case, maybe once we are done with what I'm doing. I just had to say it because it's been like a burning fire in my soul. Why would police escort people to damage people's house when they know clearly that there is an investigation done by the police which says this land, this is where your own portion ends. And another group of police will then go follow these people to go and demolish people's house. Happening live here in Imo State. I'm going to bring you that report and bring the people involved so we can hear from them. Well, stay tuned for that report coming very, very soon. It's so sad what our Nigerian police is doing in this country, and it's so, so hard. For those of you who lose your land, I'm taking this very serious because these people got to be held responsible, and they have to pay for all the damages they have caused if found guilty of this offense. Thank you very much. This is where the cookie will crumble for today. Let's welcome the award-winning station manager to the studio, the Slim Diva. Congratulations, because this award is well-deserved to you. All right, thank you. Slim Diva is up next for Health Revolution. Done. You know they're going anywhere. So, Sudan, Barry Cosmos is signing out.